We do not all worship something. I don't worship anything. And there's no other atheist who speaks for me, by the way. And I don't think I speak for anybody else. I can only speak for my own worldview or opinion. But so far as I know, I think I'm in the majority position on this, that we don't all worship something.
And brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you that if you don't believe in God, that doesn't mean you don't have a God. You've got a God. And your God is you. You think you're God. And you got the puniest, most worthless God there is.
Wow.
Yourself, brother. And it's about time you got straightened out. There is.
Okay.
There is a higher power.
Go ahead.
There's a higher power.
Good.
Aaron Ra. You need to get your goddamn long-haired black ass in church. It's about time you got straightened out! Like this former atheist said. Oh, this motherfucker's got more shit to say, you bitch. And you're gonna listen. Whether you like to or not.
And what would you say to atheists, people who don't believe in God or, even your story?
Well, I love atheists because I used to be one of them, and all of my friends were atheists, and I think that atheists need to be challenged in their thinking. And so I like to be kind of confrontational with atheists and, okay, you give me your best shot and now I want to give you my best. I like to, toss the ball back and forth with them because, frankly, I don't think they have a leg to stand on.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
Because their unbelief is not defensible. And especially when you compare unbelief to the experience, and I'm talking about the experience of millions of people in this world over thousands of years. The overwhelming majority of people in this world have believed in God and have believed in life after death. Globally, there are 2.5 billion Christians in the world. There's 1.5 million Muslims in this world. The majority of the 7.5 billion people in this world believe in God and believe in life after death. And the people that have no experience of these things say, I don't believe in it. Well, talk to the people that have an experience of these things and see what they have to say. People that don't know how to fix a car probably aren't your best bet to fix your car. People that don't know anything about electricity are not people that you want to hire to come and do wiring in your house. If you want to know about God, talk to people that have an experience of God and have a knowledge of God. And they'll tell you, this stuff isn't philosophy, it's not theology, it's not made up, it's real.
Mm-hmm. And you said in one of your interviews that you feel sadness towards these people because deep down they're hurting and they're angry with God. Atheists are deep down very angry with God. Is that true?
Yes, because I believe that fundamentally everybody that's born into this world has, because we came from God, we're children of God, has a craving towards God, and that in their background there's probably some trauma that has made them angry, and I don't know if they are capable of getting in touch with that trauma or not, but it really doesn't make any sense to alienate yourself from the possibility of love, hope, faith, and a better world, which is what is God's plan for you and I and this whole globe.
Okay. So, can you talk more about when you actually were in heaven? I'm sure everybody wants to know more about that experience because we haven't had that. So,
I think this motherfucking former college professor, militant atheist, just like you, bitch, is hitting on a fucking nerve. You don't believe in God because you're angry. You are hoodwinked, swindled by Mormonism. Oh, just keep telling yourself it's Jesus until you believe it. You had a bad experience with God. And that's why you're so pissed off that God, you feel that God tricked you, tried to you feel that God tried to swindle you. You're
And as a teenager, I actually had that reborn thing where you recommit yourself to Christ or what have you. And I remember I was 19, and a friend of mine who is now a fundamentalist minister in a creationist school in Fort Worth, Texas. Back then, he was priming for that gig, and he got me, or he was involved in this rebirth experience that I had, and I remember it was like an overwhelming, dizzying kind of euphoria, and it was a very profound experience. And I remember coming to my senses in a few hours and asking him, how do I know that this is really real, that what I'm feeling, and that I haven't just manufactured this? How do I know that this is a real thing? And this is an important question. If you care about understanding reality, then the only important thing, it doesn't matter what you want to believe, all that's important is what you can show to be true. And so he grabbed me by both of my shoulders and he smiled at me with this huge grin and said, just keep telling yourself it's Jesus until you believe it. And that was the most dishonest thing I'd ever heard come out of his mouth. And to know that Christianity was represented with that's what faith meant was the absolute destruction of religious belief for me. In a sense, that was the last instant as a Christian. And I later on, I moved into a neo-pagan sort of a thing where I thought you would try direct experimentation. And my misguidance there was that I was still using faith, I just didn't know it. Where if the neo-pagan spiritualists try to get yourself to see just beyond what your physical eyes are capable of, to read auras or what have you, close your eyes, turn off your mind, and float downstream, and you start realizing, like sense deprivation or whatever, that you're going to enhance your consciousness and perceive things beyond what your physical senses can do. In other words, you're making shit up. You just don't realize that.
bitch, Aron Ra. If you're too chicken shit to debate with me and my brilliance in a video or having exchanges of ideas, I got some fucking evidence that will scare the fuck out of you. Maybe that's why you're too chicken shit to meet me in this video queue. I challenge you. Debate this theist, this Christian, former atheist, former militant atheist turned pastor. Debate him. He'll set your goddamn ass straight. His name is Howard Storm, and he loves atheists. He loves y'all, and he cares for you, and he doesn't want to see you not believing, and he does want you to go to the same place of torment he went when he died. Fortunately, he came back, but let me tell you something, Aron Ra. Hell is hot. Hell is hell. Hell is just plain hell. And bitch, you're all gonna fucking go there. And you will not see Christopher Hitchens in hell because he got saved. My dad told me as he was dying, he's like, uh-oh, I think I fucked up. And he read the book of John. Took great comfort in the book of John. And he thinks Christopher Hitchens got saved. All one had to do is watch your videos and see you're full of vitriol and hate and rage for Christianity. You hate the character of God. Got news for you, bubs. There's a God, and you worship a God, and this God is you. Your love for humanity, your atheist cohorts, Christopher Hitchens, Richard Dawkins, scientists, and your love of science, and your family. That's your God. And listen to what this man says about your goddamn God.